If you are here by now and you've not subscribed, you are wrong, okay? Smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment from below. Hello everyone and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Ridola BC. Today we're going to be talking about how to get internships, entry-level jobs for undergraduates and recent graduates. We're going to progress from undergraduates into recent graduates. So the first thing you need to be doing as a student, apart from passing your exams and getting good grades obviously, is you need to join a student organization. So what student organizations do for you is, as you volunteer with them, you get to gain reasonable experience and you get to develop soft skills as well. I was an ISECer while I was in the university. I joined ISEC. It's one of the largest youth-led organizations in the world. And while I was in ISEC, due to responsibilities and tasks I was assigned to, I was able to develop presentation skills, people management skills, public speaking, and different relevant skills like that. So I believe ISEC in Nigeria is recruiting right now. So I'm going to attach the link to apply in the description box, so you can just click on it and apply to join ISEC. And I believe recruitment, it's not that I believe, I know that recruitment is just once in a year. So if you miss this year's recruitment, you don't get to join ISEC again till next year. And you can also join different student organizations like JCI, Erasmus Mundus, Rotaract Club, Students Finance Club, Student Tax Club. So there are different student organizations that you can join. Just make sure that you do something useful so that while you're in school, you're developing relevant soft skills. So when you're done with school, you have something to show for it apart from your degree. Because not everybody has access to an internship. It's not everybody that has the opportunity to do an internship while they're in school. So if you don't get to that internship, or if you get to that internship, you can also join a student organization and be active, do something, contribute to the development of your society and your community as well. So the second thing that you can do in order to get an internship or an entry-level job is you need to target small and medium-sized companies. So what that does for you is that small and medium-sized companies have lesser people applying to them. So your chances of getting a feedback is much higher than if you were to apply for a big organization, for example. So for someone with little to no experience at all, I believe applying to a small or medium-sized organization is the best bet or the best opportunity for you to develop your skills and competencies, because they tend to maximize their talent and manpower more because they don't have as much talent available to them as you have in bigger organizations. So if for some reason you don't see yourself working in a startup or a small or medium-sized organization long term, you can decide to apply to bigger organizations after you've gained experience and relevant competencies in those small and medium-sized organizations. So the third thing you can do in order to get internship or entry-level positions with little to no experience is you need to attend job fairs. Although before I used to think that there were not a lot of organizations that do job fairs or open days in Nigeria, but there are actually a few of them who do. Last year in April 2021, PwC had a career fair. And what these job fairs do for you is you get an insight into the organizations, you get to know what the recruiters in these organizations are looking for in candidates. And there are some of these job fairs that they actually feature on the spot hiring. So if you are a kind of person that, okay, you know that you're looking to get an internship or an entry-level position with this particular organization that you're going for their job fair, you prepare your CV, you prepare your pitch, you are ready to like put yourself out there. So when they're asking questions, you answer them, you ask relevant and reasonable questions as well. And who knows, there are different ways people can get a job. Not all jobs are posted on LinkedIn, or not every job opening is advertised. So who knows, you can get a job opportunity via on the spot hiring from these job fairs. Also in November 2021, Sterling Bank also had a career fair. I attended this career fair as well. So they talk about what Sterling Bank does as an organization, what they're looking for in candidates, and that particular job fair actually featured on the spot hiring. So there were people who applied to the organization at that career fair. So if you don't attend this career or job fairs, there's no how you can know that this organization is hiring. So another thing you need to do in order to be able to get an internship or an entry-level position with little to no experience at all is you need to be able to send cold email and messages. You need to master the art. You need to understand and have the skill on how to send cold email and messages, because I feel like it is very, very important. As I mentioned earlier, not all job opportunities are posted online. Not all job opportunities or openings or vacancies are broadcasted online. There are some of them that is very low key. They either want to take candidates either through referrals or through internal recruitment. So it depends. So if, for example, you reach out to a recruiter on LinkedIn, you need to learn how to send a compelling message. You need to be able to send messages that people are compelled to respond to. I remember the first time that I sent a cold message on LinkedIn. Oh my god. Now when I read that message, it's so cringe. I'm like, why the hell will I send that to someone? But I really appreciate the first person I sent a cold message to on LinkedIn, because she actually corrected me. She was like, okay, when you're texting someone on LinkedIn, for example, you start like this and then you end the message like this. And so since then, each time I send someone a cold message or a cold email and they don't respond, I look at the message very well and I say, okay, maybe I should not have added this. And then the next person I'm going to text on LinkedIn, I do something better. So it is something that you learn by doing, is by sending messages to people and you see their response, or if you don't see their response, you try to see that, okay, is there some way I can write this message in a better way so that someone else can respond to me. So you need to master the act of cold emailing, and you learn by doing it. You can't just keep watching tutorials or keep reading things about it. You need to actually take a step to send these messages to people and see how they respond, or if they don't respond, and see what you can do about getting those messages to be more compelling. So the last thing you can do, in my opinion, in order to get internships and entry-level jobs with little to no experience, is to apply for virtual internships. So I used a platform called Forage in 2018. Forage is a platform that features some Fortune 500 companies like BCG, KPMG, EY, and some other organizations. It's more like a learning experience for you, really, to gain knowledge on how particular functions work in large organizations. So if for some reason you've completed your undergraduate studies and you don't want to pursue a career in the course that you studied, for example, I did English and International Studies and I'm not pursuing a career in that regard. So if you want to start a career in tech, for example, in Nigeria, you can apply to Alt School. Alt School is a platform for people who are looking to start a career in software engineering. It specializes in courses like front-end development, back-end development, and cloud engineering. You get to develop relevant skills to starting a career in software engineering. So it's for a duration of 12 months. The first 9 months is going to be like learning experience. Then the last 3 months is going to be an internship experience. So I believe I could just completed a recruitment process for January. And for you to get into Alt School, number one, you don't need any experience or any skills in software engineering at all. You don't need to have a background before you can apply for Alt School. So there are like different stages for you to go through to get into Alt School. You have to, number one, go to their website. I'm going to attach the link to any organization or any school I mentioned in the description box for you. So number one is you have to go to the website and apply. The application fee is 10,000 naira. So after applying there, you're going to take an assessment test. So the assessment test is going to be based on the study kit that was sent to you, and the assessment contains basic communication tests, aptitude tests, and basic technical tests. So people will be admitted into the program based on their score in the assessment test. So there is no cost at all for you as a student apart from the application fee, obviously, if you are going to apply to Alt School. So any fees that you are supposed to pay will be paid post Alt School when you have actually gotten a job. That's when you're going to pay for the education that you've gotten. I believe this is actually a very amazing program. Another thing you need to notice is that if for some reason you don't have a laptop, you don't have access to a laptop, they have partnered with an organization for soft loans so that you can have access to money in order for you to get a laptop to go through the program. If for some reason you don't want to go for Alt School, another opportunity you can go for is HNG Internships. It is a fully virtual experience. Although HNG Internship is more particular about people who have some sort of experience in tech. So they are looking for people who have either been self-taught or people who have gone through their own learning program. So they also have a learning program apart from the HNG Internship. So for HNG Internship, it's for a duration of 3 months. But they're not currently admitting people right now. But if you're interested, I'm going to link the website in the description box as well. You can just sign up and join the wait list for 2022 so that you can be notified when applications are open for the internships in 2022. And also, they occasionally pay stipends based on your performance. So it's not like they're expecting a sort of stipend like every month. So it's occasional and it's based on your performance in the internship. So these are just examples of virtual internships that you can apply to. I'm going to link all the organizations and schools that that I've mentioned in the description box, and any other resources for you to look for internship opportunities. I'm also going to link them in the description box. I hope you'll be able to learn one or two things from all this talk. So if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment for me below.